Hi parents, I'm Sarah Bridges. I'm a lactation counselor, and every week I will send a tip on either infant feeding support or postpartum self-care for parents. Before I begin talking about caffeine, I want you to share this with any parents who need some tender love and care, especially new parents or soon-to-be parents, and subscribe. Thanks for sharing the love. So caffeine. If you are breastfeeding, well, let's start with pregnancy. Well, let's start with a preface. Okay. Caffeine isn't good for you. We know that. Candy isn't good for you. We know that. Chocolate cake isn't like the best for you. We know that. Sometimes we want chocolate cake or caffeine or candy. Sometimes we need it. So I'm not saying go out and drink caffeine. That's going to do wonders for you. I'm saying the reality is we all drink caffeine at some point in our lives. So, okay, caffeine. If you are a caffeine drinker, while you're pregnant, try not to have any more than 300 milligrams of caffeine. So to give you an idea of how much that is, a short cup of Starbucks coffee is 250 milligrams. So I don't want anyone to have more than 300 milligrams of caffeine per day while pregnant. And all this information is derived from kellymom.com. It's a resource with articles from CDC and the Leche League about any infant feeding support tips. Great resource. Okay. When the baby's born and a newborn, try not to have any more than 500 milligrams per day. And keep in mind that energy drinks, they might have less caffeine than coffee, but they have added vitamins and supplements to their drinks, which can be an issue with toxicity because caffeine and vitamins don't always mix very well. So it might be like, oh, it's healthy, it has vitamins. It's not, it's really bad for you. But just keep that in mind. So there are no studies that have any evidence of caffeine lowering your milk supply, if you're worried about that. Just when you're drinking caffeine, you know you're drinking too much when the baby is wide awake a lot more than often, more irritable, more fussy. So if that's happening, then cut back on your caffeine. You can drink water. You can have Emergency every day mixed in water. You can, another alternative is fresh squeezed orange juice if you have an amazing partner or butler or nanny that can do that for you, or if you have the strength, go for it. Pero is made of barley and probably something else that I can't remember, but it's powder that you mix into hot water. You can also make it like into an iced coffee-ish drink. It's not coffee and it has no caffeine, but it tastes a little similar to coffee. It's a good alternative that a lot of people like. I like the taste of it. I think it's yummy. Also, if you're like rich, you can buy a bunch of coconut water in smoothies as well. Okay, if this gives you any hope, caffeine becomes less of an issue as your baby gets older. So after the baby's not a newborn anymore, after 3 months old and older, caffeine's not that big of an issue for baby. Yay! Hopefully that gives you hope and joy. Lots of deep breaths. Take care of yourselves. Next week I'll talk about exercise. Woo! Okay, bye.